Love is patient and love is kind. It does not envy and it does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking and it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with and in the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails, love always wins. I am Kuan Yin, and this is love of the highest vibration. Whether you realized it or not, unbeknownst to you, you have an uncle that is a Mason. Okay. You might not have known that growing up that your uncle was a Mason. You might not have been aware of his affiliations. But nonetheless, and this could be an uncle on your mother or father's side, take it as it resonates. This uncle of yours has been wanting to have sex with you since you were maybe around the age of 5 or 6 because you're very attractive. Maybe even at that age, some of us have a shape early on in life. Even when we're very young, you can still tell the type of shape we're going to have because it's in our genes. It just is what it is. Some of us start developing at age 10. I know I had boobies at 10, big ones. Nonetheless, this uncle of yours might have been close to your mother, might have been the closest one in your whole entire family to your mother, and paraded as someone that might have been trying to help her. Maybe your mother had issues with other family members, isolation or meanness or whatever the case may be, whatever it was. This was supposed to be the one person that was supposed to be close to her to help her. But your uncle, I'm picking up on, he actually was close to her so that he could stab her in the back, uh, with her thinking that he was actually the only one that was helping her. But in actuality, he wanted to be close to keep an eye on her children because he's sexually attracted to you. But whoever this uncle is, he was unable to do anything to you in childhood because maybe your mother was very overprotective due to some trauma she went through, or just things that she's seen and known. Maybe she was very careful or didn't play about that type of activity. But nonetheless, whatever the case may be, he couldn't get to you when you were a child. Your uncle has been orchestrating things in your life. First, he started to orchestrate sabotage in your mother's life. Behind the scenes, he looked like with one hand he was helping her, but behind the scenes, your uncle was doing things to actually tear down your mother's stability and foundation. And the things that he was doing to make her unstable was in the hopes that her children would be in a vulnerable position, specifically the girl children, so that he could get sexual access to them. Okay. Now, this uncle, because he could not get sexual access to you in childhood, he thought that whatever your mother went through, that would put you, because of poverty, because of not having things that you needed, not even want, but need. He thought that it would automatically put you on the path of being sexually open to either prostitution or having sex, or you would be literally open, you would be open to some kind of exchange having to do with your sexual energy. And your uncle has been looking forward to the day when you started selling sex. And he was hoping when you turned 18, you would start selling sex and you would be in such a distorted energy on drugs, drunk, and just so messed up that you would be open to the idea of even having sex with him. This is what your uncle was praying and hoping for. But whoever you are, I'm picking up on a woman king energy. I'm picking up on a woman king energy that busted her ass and worked very hard and fared very well and became super independent, super financially independent. Whatever your mother went through when you were growing up, it made you go hard in the paint as a provider for yourself, your and any children that you have. Okay. Now, this made your uncle very upset. Okay. And this has to do with your gang stalking. Okay. This has everything to do with your gang stalking. Your uncle wanted to pimp you out spiritually for your womb energy because your energy is very prosperous and abundant because of your mindset. You have high priestess energy. But he wanted to be able to have sex with you too. And through his ties as a Mason, your uncle has been orchestrating things in your life, possibly even a fake, what's it called, warrant from a judge to have cameras put in your home or around your home, and different things, because your uncle wanted to be able to watch you having sex. Your uncle wanted to be able to see you walking around with no clothes on. Your uncle wanted sexual. If you have a daughter, I'm getting two. Your uncle was hoping that he would be able, through gang stalking and his Masonic ties and affiliations, he was hoping that you'd be some strung out druggie. And not only would he get sexual access to you, whom he's wanted since you were about 5 years old, but any daughters that you had, he thought that he'd also be able to have sexual access to. You have an uncle that's been stalking. If you have a daughter or daughters, your uncle has been watching and stalking you and your daughters since y'all were in diapers. Okay? Even if your daughter is grown right now, your uncle has wanted to have sex with your daughter. Your uncle thought that by destroying your family, even before you grew up, which is your mom and her children and her foundation, by helping sabotage her, secretly stabbing her while appearing to be helping her, that it would put you on the pathway to desperation. And then you would get pregnant and have babies that he would have just unlimited free or almost free breadcrumb. He'd be able to throw breadcrumbs at you, buy you McDonald's, damn near throw a French fry in your mouth and have sexual access to you and any children that you would have. See, this uncle of yours thought that he was going to have sexual access to not only you, but any children that you had. So he would have a never ending supply of young P. Okay. This is what your uncle was planning for. He is a Mason. He does have connections to judges. He has connections to the CIA. He has connections to police. He lawyers. He's got connections to mayors. You know, he's in this secret society. But most of all, this uncle of yours really, really wanted to be able to one day have sex with both you and your daughter. But the problem is, he never got an opportunity because you never became sexually promiscuous or a prostitute. Whoever you are, you worked hard, and everything that you earned, you got it out the mud off of your own hard work, dedication, discipline, and focus. So your uncle started going even harder in your adult years to try to find ways to get sexual access to you. Any relationships, whoever you are, that you had in the past, your uncle, where you could have been married to or in a serious relationship with someone where you would have a certain level of protection in a marriage, your uncle would quickly come in and orchestrate something to sabotage your relationship. And you didn't know your uncle was behind the scenes even stalking you. You may not have seen or talked to your uncle in damn near 15, 20 years while you were maybe in your between the age of 18 and 30. But your uncle has been stalking you and monitoring you, monitoring your phone, where you live. And your uncle has been monitoring everything about your movements throughout the years. And any relationship that you had, your uncle has been connecting. If you had children, a child's father, your uncle has contacted anyone you date or get in a relationship with since you've turned 18 years old and made them secret offers to be a part of some kind of energy siphon cult or coven, and made them sign contracts. And if they didn't want to go along with it, he threatened them to leave you alone and walk away, because your uncle did not want you to get in a healthy marriage with someone that would protect you and that would love you, because your uncle really wanted you all to himself. Okay? Now, whoever this uncle of yours is, right now, they're about to get in trouble. And the reason your uncle is about to get in trouble is your uncle got an illegal guardianship over you in the court system, that if you go to any court, they're not going to tell you about it, because of, these Masons, in secret society, they know, certain files they keep secret. You understand? But your uncle, he got an elite in your early 20s is what I'm getting. Possibly in your late teens, early 20s. He got an illegal concern. He jumped the gun because he was so ambitious and so sure that because he destroyed your mother's foundation, and because he had such an intricate plan through gang stalking and bribing people you dated or got in relationships with, he had such access to resources and people and money, Masons, judges, that he was sure he could get the job done. So your uncle said that whoever you are, he said that you were essayed as a child and had a mental illness, and you were a prostitute in real time, and that you were a drug addict, and he needed an illegal conservatorship over you. He might have even gotten an illegal conservatorship over your mother without her knowledge. Okay? Now, fast forward. The problem is none of those things are true. And you have, for your whole life, evidence of your bank accounts, evidence of you living independently, working jobs, having a career. I don't know if you've purchased property, real estate, insurance. For many, remember, you're an older person, whoever I'm talking to, okay? You're over 35, okay? You could be between 35 and 50, somewhere around there. So this illegal conservatorship mess started. This illegal conservatorship mess started before the internet. Okay, so the problem is your uncle thought that he would be able to make you look like whatever he said about you with this whole prostitution thing, because that's what he wanted for you. He wanted to get sexual access to you and your daughter or your daughters. So he would pull strings to get you fired from jobs, or make sure you couldn't get certain jobs paying a certain amount of money. He was doing little stuff in your life behind the scenes. And you might have a child's father, whoever I'm talking to, that's in trouble with the law too. Because I'm also hearing someone's child, this is for somebody's child's father took an offer from their uncle, and this child's father signed some kind of document saying you were mentally ill or something like that to get some money. And they thought your child's father, for somebody, put a contract on your head because they thought you were going to die. Your child's father thought that you were going to be with him forever, so he could make that illegal conservatorship look real, and they would keep it hidden from you, whatever these people were trying to do, which had to do with siphoning your energy, okay? But whoever you are, you escaped from your dusty ass child father, okay? Whoever you are, I feel like this is a child father from when you were younger, much younger, and didn't know no better, or someone did witchcraft on you, and it's been witchcraft and confusion, spiritual confusion of the highest order. Somebody, baby father, was spiritual corruption. No, spiritual corruption and confusion of the highest order. Okay? But nonetheless, it was witchcraft. Okay? But nonetheless, you broke free of this child's father and they got mad you got away from them because your child's father was getting payouts from your uncle to do whatever they were doing to you. Okay? Now, present day, your uncle is worried about going to jail for the lie he told because your uncle, no matter how hard he tried to bribe people to fire you at jobs you worked and block you through technology to make sure you could only make a certain amount of money, to gang stalk and try to frighten you so you'd be afraid to go out the house. All of your uncle has been the boogeyman in your life behind the scenes all these years. You wonder why your relationships were so bad. If you ever had were in a physically abusive relationship, emotional, verbal, whatever, your uncle, and this is a very hurtful thing to hear that somebody could actually do this, but your uncle, part of energy harvesting that they do in these cults is to try to extract your energy through pain. Okay, they need every emotion that falls under fear. So that would be anxiety, sadness, because for them that releases a certain type of energy. When you're sad, when you're in anxiety, when you're overwhelmed, losing sleep, when you're completely angry and frustrated. You know, if you've ever been with a narcissist before. Okay, so your uncle was telling your child's father how to abuse you. And when you escaped from your child's father, any relationship that you had after that that was abusive or turned abusive, whether it was physical, verbal, emotional, or all three, psychological, your uncle was the one that was coaching them to do that to you. Because your uncle was angry because he couldn't get sexual access to you. Because whoever you are, you work too hard. You work too hard, and your boundaries were too strong. And you were determined to be able to live the life you wanted and have love in your life. Or that's what you were pursuing, love and companionship. And if it ain't that, whoever you are, you were not going to allow that to happen for you. But whoever you are, you have the strength of 10 elephants. Whoever I'm talking to, you're a woman king, like in the movie. The woman king, yeah, that's you. So nobody is going to back you into no wall to force you into any sexual situation or make you vulnerable, because you know how to hustle. You figure it out. You figure something out. You know how to work. You've been doing it your whole life. Okay? Whoever you are, you might not seem like it. Maybe your uncle didn't think that you could handle all the storms that he threw in your life. But either way, fast forward to today, something is coming up in court. Your child's father and your uncle, both of them are in big trouble right now because of something they did in the court system. Because your life does not reflect whatever they did in the court system and possibly even the Social Security Administration. And today, right now, your uncle has been spiritually attacking you and having you gang stalked. But he was trying to make you homeless. Your uncle was trying to make you homeless. He was trying to force you with invisible hands, okay, by altering your environment and people in your environment, by controlling people in your environment. He was trying to force you into either a toxic relationship where he would pay someone to lie and say you were a prostitute that either dated you or was in a relationship with you, or if he could just make you homeless. But because neither one of those things have occurred as of recent in your life, your uncle turned it up and decided he would try to kill you and get rid of you. Your uncle put a contract on your head to have you unalived and killed. Why? because you won't get in a relationship with someone that's toxic so that they could lie and say you're a prostitute and bind you to them spiritually to siphon your energy. And because you're not homeless and you're doing well and you're financially independent and in your right mind. So, whatever lies your uncle told about you, he told these lies with the anticipation and hope that you would end up in that position. He thought that he was going to force you into one of those scenarios or situations. And that's what your spiritual warfare has been about. Third eye in the reverse. Your uncle's been trying to block your intuition so you wouldn't know that it was his nasty ass. His nasty ass. Drooling around your mother all them years. His nasty ass. The light in the reverse. Your uncle did not want anyone to revere you, to respect you, or to see you in a certain light. Your uncle is very nasty. Your uncle is very, very nasty. Your uncle is a child molester. But he's not smart enough to get away with it. So he goes around trying to stalk his nieces and nephews to see what he can orchestrate behind the scenes. So somebody has a very nasty uncle that's a Mason that's been stalking your adult life and stalking even your daughter. Okay. I'm getting that you have a child. Your uncle has been stalking your child too. You and your child's panani. Your uncle's been stalking both you and your child's panani since y'all were in diapers. Since you were in diapers and since you had children, whoever you are, I'm talking to. He's a Mason, and he's been hoping for the day that you or your daughter or daughters would be in a situation where y'all would be so messed up on drugs, you would be open to even having sex with him. But for now, he watches from a distance because your uncle worked with people in the government to put cameras on you. So he could watch whoever you're married to in a relationship with have sex with you. If he couldn't do it, he wanted to be able to at least be able to put fake warrants and lie about you so he could watch you through some form of surveillance and jack off to you. Somebody got a very nasty uncle. I have divine feminine in reverse, empowerment in the reverse, delight in the reverse, third eye in the reverse. Your uncle might be very religious. Your uncle may have, whoever I'm picking up on, your uncle might have come off as like a go hard Christian or whatever. I'm getting this is someone that might have preached about the Bible and God and religion and holding that Bible and speaking with passion. This might be somebody that was claiming to be religious and wanted everyone to look at him like he was extremely religious or something like that. Okay, that way no one would suspect him and he could cloak himself behind religion. Your uncle wanted to block your third eye or intuition so you would never, ever suspect that it was him. He was the boogeyman in your life, telling the men in your life to abuse you, telling them to put hands on you, telling them to psychologically play mind games with you, emotionally abuse you, gaslight you. Your own uncle is the one doing all this. So right now, your uncle's in trouble in court because of the lie, because your life does not match what he said about you. And everything is in the court system and it can't go nowhere because nothing ever put in a computer can ever go anywhere. Okay? You can't make anything disappear. Your uncle didn't want anyone to see you as a delight in reverse. And he was making arrangements to block you from empowerment. This empowerment card talks about community. You understand? Your uncle, he does a lot of spell work. This is empowerment in reverse, talks about community support. So your uncle might have taken steps to badmouth you to the family or orchestrate things with your siblings or other people to help turn them against you. Your uncle could have been doing spell work even on your mother, okay? But the point is, he could have been doing jealousy, obsession spells on your siblings or on your mother or on your family, whatever. Your uncle was causing chaos in your family so that you wouldn't have any community support at all whatsoever. So you wouldn't be empowered. Your uncle was stopping anyone from helping you. Empowerment in the reverse. So you would not become or embrace your divine feminine energy, which embodies creativity, your heightened intuition, and empathy and compassion. Divine feminine in reverse. Okay. But with the Three of Swords in reverse right here, something is over now. Okay. He wasn't able to get away with something because whatever your uncle tried to do, it didn't work. Oh, here it is. I can't make it up. Look at this. Do you know what this card is from watching me? This card is Sudahana. Sudahana, the father. Sudahana played the role of Siddhartha's father. Siddhartha the Buddha, his dad was the ultimate narcissistic father, okay? Because he didn't see his son as an individual that had his own divine path, his own choices to make, and his own identity. He saw him as like a mini-me, a duplication of him. And anything that his son became, it would be a direct reflection and say everything about him. So he wanted to control what his son became, sound like, and talk like, so that people would identify, and admire him based on his son's being a duplicate of him. Okay. And a lot of mothers and fathers that are very narcissistic do this to their children because of their ego. Okay. Like, oh, you better not embarrass me. You're a direct reflection of me. Whatever you do is going to say something about me. And he talked to his spiritual advisors and asked him about his first child even before he was born. They found his star, just like the star of Jesus. Before Jesus was even conceived, okay, the Magi, who was it? Y'all know, what's his name? The king, y'all know who I'm talking about. The king, his insecure ass, started, he got word that the Magi had already located the star of Jesus because it was so bright. It just not had manifested yet in Mary's womb because he had not been conceived, but they already located his star. Okay. So because Caesar was so insecure, he already started making plans to locate who this child was going to be born to around the time frame this child would be born and how to destroy him, because they said this child would be an emperor, this child would be a ruler, a king. Okay, meaning he had a great star and people would follow him. And because Caesar was so insecure, the child hadn't even been conceived yet, and he already was orchestrating a plan to destroy and kill him and get rid of him. Herod, not Caesar. Thank you, Herod. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Y'all know, child, they be sending me all kind of crown chakra attacks, death spells, even when I'm doing my readings. Y'all just have no idea. I just, I come on when I can. Normally I deal these cards before I come on here. But lately I'm gonna just come on. I don't care if I'm ready or not, because they're gonna spiritually attack me no matter what I do. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, King Herod was very insecure because his star was located even before he was even conceived. Okay. Now it's the same thing here with the Buddha's father, Sudahana. Sudahana, before his son was even conceived, he located his star using his magicians, his astrologers, and they already told him that his first child was going to be a boy. And then he got a seer even after the child was born that told him the same thing. And they told him he had a great destiny either way, but his destiny, he had two choices and two paths he could take. One, to become a great spiritual enlightened leader, okay, that would guide people to spiritual enlightenment, and he would be revered and leave a legacy forever. Or he would become a great king just like him, okay? And he did not want his son to become a spiritual leader because he's had like the mind of a soldier type or whatever. You know, he's like, I don't want my son to be a fruity, sissy boy. No offense to LGBT crew. I'm making a point, okay? So Sudahana's dad had the personality where I don't want my son to be a sissy talking about love and telling people the path to enlightenment is by balancing your heart chakra. I don't want him to be fruity. I want him to be a tough leader like me, you know? So what he did is he orchestrated like a glass bubble because he had a city within a city where all the rich people live. He made sure that his son never saw poverty. He never saw suffering. He only had exposure to the best of the best of the best of the best of everything, so that his son would only choose the path he wanted him to be on. Okay. But that did not matter because one thing he discounted in nature is the brain needs contrast or the brain will become bored. Okay. That's why they changed the background on the spaceships for astronauts after 6 months, because the brain needs some form of contrast, or you can start hallucinating or have other kind of psychological issues and problems that can develop of boredom, literally. So Sudahana tried to orchestrate things to control the path that his son would take. And this is what your uncle was trying to do to you. That's why the father is out here, okay? Because this uncle of yours might have even tried to tell people he was like a father figure in your life when he was not at all. He was really trying to sabotage your mom, hoping you would become sexually loose and even on drugs if he could sabotage you enough, and he would ultimately get sexual access to you and all would be great, okay? But whatever he was trying to orchestrate in your life, it didn't work and his time is over. And now he might have some kind of court case where they're asking him about this conservatorship that he illegally took out against you. The Two of Swords has to do with a path. Oh my God. I didn't even look at this card yet because I was running my mouth about Sudahana, the father, and him trying to control your path. And this is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is talking about the paths. Okay. That's the Two of Swords right there. Okay. Now, the horse, the animal of jewels. Okay. This could be the Knight of Pentacle reverse, which is talking about the orchestration. And it also has to do with stopping energy energy blockages, the energy not going upward. The Knight of Pentacles is talking about how your uncle was trying to orchestrate, excuse me. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse talks about the work that your uncle was doing to orchestrate your path, the Two of Swords, okay? And then you see the Father, which represents trying to control someone's path, which was Siddhartha's dad. So those are the cards we're going to go with. And how he was going to try to control your path was by causing you to be heartbroken. The spirit just told me. The reason the Three of Swords reversed is here is your uncle was giving money to your child's father to break your heart and to hurt you. And when you escaped from your child's father, anyone you dated or got in a relationship after that, your uncle was offering them money to hurt you. But because you're beautiful on the inside and out, and you really, really attract high quality men, your uncle, using his affiliations as a Mason, was able to block your phone and block your communications and your emails, certain things, so you would not be suspicious, like access to call about business you have to handle concerning paying bills, utility companies, your job, maybe direct coworkers, and your children. They're not blocked, but in order to control who you dated and slept with, your uncle literally is involved and made a connection with every single person in your life that you communicate with. You understand? This Mason uncle 222 in my life right now, this uncle of yours that's a Mason, he has been in direct communication with every boss at your job, your coworkers, in order to control every aspect of your life, gaslighting you and playing games with you, okay? And this way, you don't date or talk to anyone outside of whomever he wants you to have permission to talk to. And the whole time, you didn't know this was going on. You did not know your Masonic uncle, that you probably don't even see or talk to, literally has been blocking you through technology and controlling who you, in other words, you're not, if you don't date who I allow you to date, then that will put cameras in your home so I can watch you having sex. Then you're not going to talk to anyone outside of my circle. You understand? So if you go out, your uncle was having you followed and gang stalked. If you managed to pivot and you met somebody within at least 24 hours of meeting somebody that took interest in dating you, your uncle would approach them and either threaten them to walk away because of him being in a secret society, or he would have to get with the program. This is what's been going on. This is what's been going on all this time. So your uncle's been trying to completely control your love life, who you could date, and who you could talk to. And if you did manage to escape and connect and talk to anyone else outside of anyone your uncle could control, okay, then your uncle would threaten that person. Within 24 hours, your uncle would make contact, and that person would either ghost you or they would get with the program. So I'm going to pull this third eye chakra here card. And it's really disgusting. This is really, really, really disgusting. Women need to guard their children. For somebody, your uncle was a Bible thumping, scripture, verse, chapter in the Bible, yelling and debating about the Bible and scripture and what God, Allah, the Lord. I'm getting someone's uncle was a Bible thumper. And they doing all this in the background, but that was their cover. That was this uncle of yours cover, being a Bible thumper. So nobody would ever suspect he was a pervert that wanted to sleep with you while you were potty training, and also wanted to sleep with your daughter or daughters. Oh, he is so hurt you're not on drugs. Your uncle wanted you, if you have daughters, your uncle wanted you and your daughters. And let me say something real quick to y'all. Let me just say something to y'all real quick. There is a man that, and I'm going to post it on my live, but I felt guided to say this. There's a man, and it's a couple of them, that, you know, they go to Atlanta and they record girls. But this one I think is a good one because he's offering help. And it's not this other one that wants to sleep with the girls he's helping. But he goes to, he's in Atlanta and he's doing these like street interviews. And if any of y'all have ever seen these before, it's not the one y'all are thinking about that also wants to sleep with the women he's helping or the young girls he's helping. This is a different one that I believe energetically I'm picking up genuinely wants to help. Child, it made tears actually fall out my eye. And I'm going to tell you why real quick. because he was going around and giving these interviews and asking questions, and there are all these young women, really, really young, really, really young, my daughter's age, and they're homeless. They're homeless. They're living in parking lots and they're living in cars and things like that, and they're clueless. But you got to remember, that's somebody baby, and while I'm looking at these young women, and the spirit's talking to me, the spirit's talking to me, and I'm going to connect this for y'all real quick, and I'm going to jump into reading. Okay, there was an invasion that was being planned since the 60s. Okay, and this demonic invasion, you can call it an archon invasion. uh in order for this invasion to take place and happen, we all understand how people get possessed with demonic spirits and how people get possessed with entity attachments. It happens all the time, okay? But in order for this invasion to take place, it had to be enough open portals. Open portals, meaning chakras wide open, huge gaps in the auric field of unhealed people, zombies walking around, that are bleeding energy, that are in sadness, in pain, on drugs, out of the state of mind they need to be in to focus on their life, make good decisions. They needed people in a very low vibration. So ever since the 60s, they've been planning this invasion that has gone on over the last 20 years. And step one of the invasion was to remove all music, television shows, and anything that is broadcast worldwide that everyone watches, television programming, to dumb it down, because you needed to lower the vibration of the masses of the people and the children to make them no longer want things and crave things that are real, organic connections, want love. They wanted people in such a low vibration, they would only crave and want things that are superficial, superficial connections, superficial energy and praise that comes from emotional codependence due to insecurities, low self-esteem, and not actually addressing and taking accountability for our issues and psychological wounds and abuse. Okay. And the only way to do this is to replace anybody that was in the public eye as a role model, television shows, music, anything that had positivity in it, regardless of what culture it came from or whatever. They had to remove wholesome television shows that promoted wholesome families, that promoted healthy communities, healthy eating, treating people with respect, looking for love instead of superficiality and things like that. They had to replace those television shows with grown men and grown women that behave with the mindset of junior high school men and girls and boys that have not emotionally matured because they haven't done shadow work. And for about 15, a good 15 years, that's all they allowed. They replaced all the wholesome music that talked about love. I'll love you when your hair turned gray. I love you when you la 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 la. All of the music that talked about building community, pursuing education, loving on, lifting each other up. Anything that was good and positive in the public eye had to be replaced with something negative, shallow, superficial. Y'all understand where I'm going with that. This was a campaign that was held for the last 15, 20 years. And what it did was it set the focus for the younger generations to sway their focus from seeking love and real relationships and friendships with people and healing through mind programming shows and music to superficiality, shallow things, chasing things out of wounds and unhealed shadow self. Okay. Now, because of that, we had a whole generation that misguided and misled a whole generation. I've seen a second generation coming out right now, which is my daughter's age. Okay. And because the vibration has gotten low enough, it allowed an invasion of these demonic archon spirits to take over, where they have plenty of bodies that they can jump in and out of to carry out anything they want. And that's why when you turn on the news, another 7-year-old got shot. A man just shot his 4-year-old and his wife, and then shot himself. A woman just stabbed her 7-year-old 18 times because she wanted to make sure she was dead, because she was tired of hearing her cry. You understand? These are actual entities and spirits that are jumping in and out and weaving in and out all day and all night of the population. Why? Because they were able to collectively lower the frequency and vibration of the majority of the masses of the young people. Now, back to the street interviews. I saw young women my daughter's age, and it hurt me to my heart because there were men that were laughing and making statements about Kevin Samuels was right. It's about to be winter, and we don't care, and this, that, and the other. And they don't even understand this was all by orchestration. This was done intentionally. And they're just so happy to see so many young women that are lost. And the reason it hurt me is because these 20-year-olds look like babies in the face to me. And you can see that they're completely lost. They're high. They're on drugs because they've been misguided by parents. They've been misguided by communities that ushered them right on into cults and covens. They've been traumatizing these young people on purpose, sexually, psychologically, emotionally, so that they could have bodies that they could collect in these covens and use them for these entity attachments. And as I was listening to these young girls that don't have a clue about anything, about what a real family structure looks like, about what real love looks like, about what authentic caring from a relative, an auntie, an uncle, whatever looks like. As I was looking at this, and they're like, I don't know how I ended up here. One girl, she peed in a cup while she was talking to the guy. She looked like she could have been 20 years old. And she peed in a cup while she was talking to the guy, and her eyes were going everywhere. And she was so pretty. She was so pretty, but she was so lost. And it was a couple of other women too. And it hurt me to my heart because these are babies. When you look at them, it's nothing funny about what they're going through right now, because everyone is saying they made bad decisions, but they made bad decisions because their parents and the people that were responsible for them failed them, misguided them, and made them think everything was about superficial, shallow things, shallow relationships. The only thing that makes you something is getting a bag, the type of clothes you wear, what kind of car you can get, and how much sex you can have to get up enough money to have these things. Nothing organic about the beauty that comes from within and the abundance you can manifest in a healthy way. These are young women that have been misguided and derailed, and they don't have a clue about where it came from, where it's going, or how, who, what. If you listen to them, they don't have a clue because nobody gave them a clue. The people responsible for them misguided them because they were superficial and they were shallow because of this spiritual warfare that's been waged on us, which is why we have to turn off the TV and cut off the music for our children, because it's mind programming and brainwashing them. So anyway, I just wanted to say that real quick because I don't know, watching them, I wanted to cry. I did a little because I'm looking at them and these young, they're like my daughter's age. They're my daughter's age. Never mind Kevin Samuels. Oh, it's going to be a cold winter for you, you 17-year-old, you 20-year-old. It's going to be a cold winter. Kevin Samuels, the Godfather. Shut the hell up. Those are babies. Anything that they know, they literally just learned from whoever reared and raised them. And somebody seriously misguided them, and they don't even have a clue. They don't have a clue of a direction in life. Not even a little bit. Yeah, They're living in parking lots. This child. All right. Clarify third eye in reverse. I don't know if I'm the only one. It bothers to see these young women that really, really don't have a clue about what's real in life and what's important in life. Completely lost. Problems sleeping, third eye, sinus problems, unable to establish a vision for oneself and realize it, denial. So somebody either was trying to block your third eye. Your uncle did not want you to utilize your intuition, but also he was trying to block your third eye, unable to, he didn't want you to be able to establish a vision for yourself and realize it. Okay. Sinus problems, trouble sleeping. He could have been doing spell work to try to block your third eye, or your uncle's third eye is blocked with this denial energy. Okay, let's jump right on into it. All right, Holy Divine Spirit. So whoever I'm talking to, your gang stalking is coming from someone in your family. It's your uncle. And the reason your uncle is gang stalking you, having you gang stalked, is one, he's a Mason. Your uncle is a Mason, okay? And he's got ties to government agencies like the CIA, and he's been utilizing his resources because you did not turn out homeless or a prostitute. And now your uncle is older now, and something is coming up in court, and your uncle has to answer for what he lied about. And your uncle doesn't want to go to jail. Your uncle's been going around threatening and intimidating everybody not to help you and not to tell you anything. Okay. But your uncle's influence and whatever power he thought he had, he's old now. Okay. So he's worried. So he's been trying to take you out. And there's someone that he's been paying to keep throwing death magic at you. And that's why you're being attacked. What is the energy crown in this read, Holy Divine Spirit? Let's jump in. Let's get a quick QUAN Oracle card. Yeah, it made me sick to my stomach to see those young girls, because they don't know anything, because no one showed or taught them anything. You understand? They literally don't know anything because they're too young. They're only between 18 and 20, 21, 20. They don't know anything because no one guided them or taught them anything. You understand? And you can see how lost they are, All right, what is the QUAN Oracle card? And the reason is because somebody wanted to use those young girls. The Lotus Throne. It takes courage to trust your inner light, to ascend the throne of your own inner spiritual authority, especially if the light of others around you seem more powerful than your own at times. You are being asked to trust the light within. Above all, have faith in your own heart. Know that the divine dwells within, is with you always. The Lotus Throne. All right. All right, what is the energy crown in this read? Holy Divine Spirit. What is the energy crown in this read? I just heard somebody say your uncle should just give up and die. Your uncle might have taken advantage of some other mothers. Like, I'm getting your uncle might have been sleeping with underage girls his whole life. like someone's uncle travels to impoverished areas, and I'm not talking about like a passport bro type thing. Somebody's uncle would like, it's like I'm getting like maybe to places in the South that are really, really poor, some communities that are really, really, really poor in the South, okay? And would give the family money and sleep with underage girls and abuse them sexually. That's what I'm getting for whoever this uncle of yours is. Let's go. And has, what's the energy crown in this read? Give me 2 cards for the energy crown in this read. All right, something's about to be balanced out with this temperance energy. Now here I have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, someone could have Sagittarius in their chart. Somebody is backstabbed and betrayed. Okay, so there's somebody here. There's somebody here that might have backstabbed and betrayed your uncle, or your uncle backstabbed and betrayed them. This is someone that'll do anything for money. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse is someone that's very shallow, someone that's very superficial, someone that lacks integrity, and they'll just do anything for money, man or woman. Okay, but something's getting balanced out, or something was balanced out because somebody was backstabbed and betrayed. What's the obstacle? Give me another card for the obstacle. Okay, we got something crossing here. Okay, the 8 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Oh, wow. Somebody cut somebody off or blocked something, or something was stopped abruptly. I'm looking at the, this is the 8 of Wands in the reverse here. Okay. And this is the 5 of Wands here, which talk about all of the conflict that was created around you. And then I have the 4 of Swords. Oh, so somebody was in their head, and they were thinking about something. A King of Wands. Okay, somebody could be an earth sign, someone could be a fire sign, someone could be a Sagittarius, but somebody was in their thoughts with this 4 of Swords. They were thinking about something, a conflict. So somebody might have found something out about a conflict, and somebody might have stopped something abruptly. Okay, I think I want to find out about this 4 of Swords, what somebody was thinking about, what happened in the recent past. So somebody reflected about a conflict that they were causing for you, possibly for your uncle, maybe not even directly, because remember, your uncle had a lot of foot soldiers and lynchmen, because he's up there in the ranks with the Masons or whatever. What happened in the recent past? Okay, the Ace of Cups reverse. Somebody is closed emotionally, or somebody, oh yeah, something got dried up completely. What happened in the recent past? Justice in the reverse. Someone could be a Libra with that justice energy, about an injustice. The 3 of Cups reverse, and the High Priestess. Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay, so what I'm looking at here is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Somebody has completely closed up, is shut down emotionally right now. Let me clarify if that's about an injustice or if that's a Libra. Clarify that justice in the reverse card. The Ace of Swords. Someone got clarity and they were unhappy. It is a Libra, King of Swords. Okay. Well, y'all see my hands. Okay, so that's the Ace of Swords. This justice in reverse, there is a Libra involved here, Sun, Moon, or Rising, a King of Swords. This could be a man or a woman. And someone could be an Aquarius here as well. Somebody got clarity or gave clarity about something that somebody was doing, an injustice that your uncle was doing. I don't know if your uncle might have an Aquarius placement in his chart. There's a Leo here too involved. Someone could also be a Pisces. I have Aquarius, Leo, Libra, Pisces, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Now, The justice in reverse. Someone's closed emotionally and they're no longer friends with someone, or they're not going to celebrate with someone any longer. Okay. They're not going to drink with this person anymore. They're not cool with them anymore. I'm looking at these cups and it's showing a black substance. Someone might have even drank black tea with somebody. I don't know why they're telling me black tea. I don't know if somebody was drinking some kind of black tea, maybe with alcohol in it or something. I don't know. But they're showing me somebody used to have drinks with someone, King of Swords, and they were cool with them, but they're not cool with them any longer. They're closed emotionally to somebody. Okay. What is a high priestess? Somebody is not happy with the results because they're aware and they moved to calmer waters. They made a decision. Somebody wasn't thinking right about something, stopping someone from moving forward, and they released something. It was a burden. Okay. Now, what this is talking about is there's someone here that is a hidden helper of yours. Somebody is sick of your uncle's crap. Somebody is sick. Somebody got a close-up look at you, your energy, and your life. This is you. You're a high priestess, or your intuition is on point. You see, this is your energy. Somebody that your uncle told was a prostitute, because your uncle's been going around gaslighting everyone. You don't even notice, whoever you are. You were drinking your water, minding your business, living your life, taking care of your children or taking care of your home and work, just minding your business. You see how this high priestess is? This is how high priestesses be. Just like this right here. This is your energy, literally. This is how we be. We be somewhere in a cozy spot that we created for ourselves. A lot of us high priestesses love this color right here. This is violet. This is like a violet purple color. You know, we normally got some kind of violet, pillowy, soft area in our apartment or home where we sip our tea, drink our book, and we be sitting just like this, cozied up in the corner like a hermit, right? But because of your silence and not disappearance, but your uncle's been trying to hide you from the world. Your uncle been running around telling everybody and their mama and daddy in your community, at your job, wherever you work, everybody he could that would listen. He that got an ear, let him hear that you are the prostitute. Your uncle's been telling everybody that you're a prostitute, and you sitting up in your house like this right here. This is you. This is literally who you are. You sipping tea, reading your Bible, your Quran, your Book of Enoch, your metaphysical book, whatever it is, with your legs crossed in a bed of pillows with something purple around you, because purple stands for spirituality, as a high priestess in the corner of your house, minding your business, and your uncle is dragging your name through the mud, telling everybody you're a prostitute, that you're a de-sucking hoe. That's what your uncle been doing but you're not there to defend yourself because you didn't know this was going on. You're not there to defend yourself because you don't know who he's telling this to and talking to. You in your corner of your house, the cozy one you created for yourself, like all of us high priestesses do. Oh, baby, I got a fainting couch this color. Oh, yes, y'all. I got a fainting couch. Y'all know what a fainting couch is. Child, I got a fainting couch. This color right here. I be sitting on just like this, drinking, sipping tea. But the problem is, there was somebody that your uncle told that you were a prostitute and that you were some kind of a high priestess in the reverse that was abusing some kind of spiritual gifts or abilities to hurt and harm people. And whoever this person is, they're on your side now because they observed you. And I'm not talking about they just came and took a quick look. This person has been observing you for years. Your uncle's been in this energy against you for years. And this person has been observing you for years and has only seen you like this for years. when you didn't even know anyone was watching. And they were working together, possibly with a Libra or someone else. But now they're closed emotionally because whoever this other person is they were connected to, they lied for your uncle to them about you and got a whole bunch of other people to lie about you. And that is the reason why there was such a spiritual attack on your life. You understand? So whoever you are, this is your true, authentic high priestess energy that you have been in your whole life. All right. And what's going on right now? So whoever this hidden helper is, they know the truth about you. They know the truth about you. And they ain't fooling with your uncle no more. And they not fooling with whoever this Libra woman or man is. They're close to them emotionally because they lied about you. And the lengths that these people were going to hurt you, to harm you, to even kill you, this person is not in agreement with that because they know you don't deserve it. And that's bad karma. They know it for what they were trying to do to you. They know it's bad karma. Let's go. Tell me more about this situation right now. I can't make it up. You could have a heavy Pisces placement in your chart with the Hangman. I got the King of Pentacles here. Okay. And then I have that I can't make it up, or something has come to a standstill. This is the Ace of Swords. Somebody gave the clarity and the truth. That's why everything just came to a standstill with the spiritual attack against your life. Okay. So somebody gave somebody the truth and the clarity. There's someone that's been attacking you. Don't get me wrong. Your uncle, the Mason, he's behind your attacks, but he's not like boots on the ground. He's got specific men and women that were placed in your life that have been paying people and orchestrating attacks in your community, in your neighborhood, gang stalking, all around you, every time you leave your home, when you work, everything. Okay? And it's one person in particular that's been on your ass like white on rice. And they've been paying a King of Pentacles in your community where you live to spiritually attack you constantly, to keep paying different people to spiritually attack you. Okay? Somebody provided clarity to whoever this King of Pentacles is that was hired by someone that your uncle contracted to control you. This is someone possibly that was supposed to catfish you, but they can't come toward you and catfish you because your energy is too pure, and you would see straight through whoever this fool is. But they contracted and paid a King of Pentacles to attack you in your neighborhood spiritually, because they know people in your community, right? But it came to a halt and a standstill because someone found out the truth and the clarity behind why someone is attacking you. And the reason someone is attacking you is because they didn't get their money. This person that your uncle hired to catfish you was supposed to have sex with you, date you, and do spell work on you to make you homeless, okay? Or a death spell to kill you. But they can't connect to you because this person is a demon, and you have demon repellent. Whoever you are, your energy is too pure to mate with, have sex with, or be in a relationship with any demon, okay? So you cannot, this person can't connect with you at all. And they're angry because they can't complete the job your uncle contracted them to do against you. And because of that, they're angry. So that's why they keep paying a King of Pentacles in your community to attack you. Because they're mad because their life is turned upside down. Someone gave someone clarity, and right now things are at a standstill with this Hangman energy. Somebody could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart. Someone could also have Pisces in their chart, or both. Take it as it resonates. And what is the most probable outcome? The Three of Pentacles reverse. Somebody's not going to work with somebody anymore. The Page of Swords reverse, because somebody lied to them. They lied to them about why they were attacking you. See let me explain what's going on right now. And they're in a mental imprisonment of attacking you because of the lie that was told. Okay, I'm gonna explain what's going on here. Okay, this was in reverse. Okay, so whoever this person is that's closed emotionally to a Libra that lied to them because your uncle contracted a Libra, your uncle contracted a Libra. This could be a Libra woman or man, to bind you spiritually and to spread lies and gossip about you, that you were a prostitute, a home wrecker, you were a witch doing spell work, hurting people and stealing from people, manipulating people, doing death spells. And this Libra has been abusing whatever access they have as a result of this secret society, to gang stalk you in your community and in your neighborhood, and spread lies about you. The worst lie you can possibly think of. Anywhere you move, anywhere you work, any community you try to connect with, they would go in that community and tell the absolute worst lies about you. Whoever this person is that was partnering with this Libra at one time is closed to them emotionally because they found out that this is you. They found out this is who you really are. Okay. And the people in the community you're in right now that were coming for you, this person has been trying to clean up. They've been trying to clean up the lies that were told about you because of your nasty uncle and the person that I think he sent like an Aries or an Emperor energy that was supposed to catfish you. Okay. This man is so angry he's not getting paid his money because he can't catfish you and he can't do a death spell that will kill you. That he's been paying a whole bunch of people through this King of Pentacles to take you out because he can't force you to be in a relationship with him or to connect with him sexually. So your hidden helper has connected with whoever this man your uncle hired. Your hidden helper connected with the person in your neighborhood that's been paying everyone in your neighborhood to attack you, and he revealed the truth. Whatever lie was told about you, he cleared that lie up, and he told him why this man was paying him to orchestrate spiritual attacks against you. That you did nothing to this man, but this man got a contract from your uncle, and he didn't get the money that he wanted because your uncle was corrupt. And you didn't do anything wrong to anybody. You're innocent. So there's someone that's been cleaning up and clearing your name and cleaning your reputation that at one time used to celebrate with a Libra that they had some form of trust for. And this Libra gave them some kind of spiritual guidance and told them all kind of lies about you. But because they trusted this Libra and other people, they just took their word. They didn't do research. And they helped them at one time. But now they're close to them emotionally. And now this person is on your side and they're helping you. So whoever this King of Pentacles was in your community, he's now in a mental imprisonment about attacking an innocent high priestess that hasn't done anything to anybody. Okay. He knows the lie and he's not going to work with this person anymore. Whoever your uncle hired. Okay. So this is whoever I'm talking to. This is happening in real time. Okay. This is literally what's happening in real time. They want me to pull people. Okay. No problem. They want me to pull people this time. So I don't ever know what I'm going to do. They just be giving it to me little by little. All right. What are the messages? And about the energy harvesting thing, I think someone is a Retrian in this, spiritual practitioner, a couple, is their friend. Let me explain. Most of y'all know and understand energy harvesting by now. They take the energy out of your sacral chakra, which is your emotional body. Okay. Svadhisthana. Okay. This is your sacral chakra. It governs your emotional body. I feel. Okay. And this sacral chakra of yours, it sits right here between your solar plexus and your root chakra. This is where they get that life force energy because it's connected to your sexual organs. You can you can create birth, you can give life with that sexual energy, or you can, through meditation and breath yoga, pull that energy up through your chakras to your crown chakra, and you can birth creative ideas. And create a business or create something amazing. Okay, you can birth ideas. Well, you know they was gonna do that. Child, would I expect less? Child, bye. Collective. Thank you so much for waiting. They wanted to make sure they got rid of some of my people. Child, it was 300 people. Thank you. It was 300 people in my live. It was a little over 300 people in my live. They wanted to disconnect certain people because they didn't want me to hear, they didn't want you to hear what I had to say. Child, y'all don't even know. Thank you, Empress Love Love. Child, they be sending me crown chakra attacks. They be doing death spells around the clock on me 24/7 while I'm doing my readings, right before I start my reading, right? Child. All right, either way, what's going on? A Capricorn and a Libra. Someone's having a tower right now. Oh, okay. So it could be a Capricorn and a Libra having a tower right now. Okay. So I'm happy I'm back online. I need to go back to what I was saying. For anybody that don't know any better, and it's someone they didn't want to hear this, okay? I know I have a lot of new subscribers, and it's someone they really don't want to hear this because they want them to misunderstand the chakras and think they're demonic and be afraid of it. And this is the reason why, they be cutting me off. But y'all know I'm stubborn. Child, I was going to come back no matter what. I'm going to say what I got to say. The emotional body. This is the energy center. This is why when someone lies to you, like say you get your heart broken in your puppy love, first relationship, and somebody keep lying to you, but you keep feeling something down here. This is where your gut is, right? You keep feeling some discomfort right here because your intuition is telling you that somebody lying straight through your teeth, and you can feel it. It feels real to you because you're tight down here, but the person is lying to you, and you don't want to seem insecure. You don't want to seem, crazy and doubt anyone. So you go with what someone tells you, and then later on, when you find out that your gut was right and correct, you're like, I knew I felt something. Why? Because this is an energy center. And this energy center governs your emotional body. And when you're intuitive, your body will react to lies, and your body will send warning shots and let you know when something is not right. And even without you thinking about it, your own body will tighten up. What's tightening up is this chakra right here, because your emotional body is connected to the person's emotional body spiritually that's lying to you. So you could feel the lie in their energy field. You can feel the tension spiritually on that realm because they're connected to you. They're lying. Now, with energy harvesting, I feel I gotta say this right. Svadhithana. Svadhithana. Okay. And I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Svadhithana. This is your sacral chakra. It governs your emotional body. Now, how these Masons that are part of these orders that energy harvest from women and men, okay, is they have to incite anger by calling you a name. They have to gaslight you so you doubt yourself. They have to use psychological warfare to make you feel like you're not good enough and you're insecure. They have to put you in an energy of fearfulness. And if they can make you feel fear, whether it's an insecurity, low self-esteem, anger, paranoia, when you feel those things and have an outburst of anger, or if you cry or feel anxiety or paranoia or any of those other negative emotions, they eat off of those emotions. They do spell work and they utilize your negative emotions to manifest cars, money, opportunities, jobs, and things in their life. Do you understand? This is how it works. For anyone that thinks chakras are demonic, understand you have energy centers in your body that you don't see with the naked eye, and your emotional body, it's down here, okay? And when a narcissist connects with you, in order to collect your energy, how do they collect this energy? With a spoon? Do they just go in there with a spoon? No. What they do is they make you angry. The goal is to make you have an outburst of anger. And they use all that energy by doing some spell work that they know. And then they alchemize it into money, a car, an opportunity, an approved house loan, something that they want. So this is what, whoever I'm talking to, this is what your uncle was doing with your energy, because you're a high priestess. If he couldn't sleep with you himself, your uncle was utilizing the men in your life. Uh, he was trying to control the men that you could marry or be in a relationship with. Because if they were a part of your uncle's program, then he can tell him what to do to hurt you and to harm you so that he could manifest things with your energy. Now, your energy is enough to manifest things for over 100 people. Like, it's not just like manifest one little thing. Your energy is literally powerful enough to manifest like a lot of money and blessings for a lot of people. So if your uncle couldn't get between your legs, then any he wanted to control any man that connected with you. Okay? So that's what your uncle was going after, because he's a Mason. And this is some of the metaphysics and sciences, that they study. They study how to harness energy. They study manipulation tactics. They study how to break a woman down psychologically so you can use her. They study how to control. They study how to come together to utilize energy. Not all Masons, okay? Not all Masons, okay? But this is the darker side, okay? The ones that abuse women, okay? Now, I was about to pull some people, and that's when they cut me off, but I'm back on right now. Somebody could be a pastor, okay? Yeah, you need to learn about your energy centers. It's not the devil, it is not demonic. This is what Jesus was talking about, okay? Jesus' whole message, okay, and we know that wasn't his name, and we know it was a master teacher from East Africa, but nonetheless, for the sake of some people, Jesus was talking about love. The path to enlightenment is love. And the love he was talking about is the love that happens when you open your heart chakra. You know your heart chakra is open because you learn to have empathy and compassion for yourself and for others. Okay? That means you're able to be balanced in your dark and light energy. And you would not want to do things to other people that you wouldn't want done to yourself. And when you do that, it opens up a pathway to prosperity, abundance, money, healthy relationships, real love, health, good health, wealth, a higher elevated spirit, a higher spiritually elevated way of living, especially when you get to that crown chakra, your consciousness and awareness. You understand? So the love that Jesus was talking about is a love in your heart. which is this heart chakra right here, okay? Siddhartha the Buddha and Jesus and many others all were talking about the same thing. They were talking about the path to enlightenment is love. You got to make it past the heart chakra to connect with God. God is your higher self. That means the higher self can balance between feminine, masculine energy. The higher self has empathy and compassion with logic. Your lower self only operates out of logic, like a predator. Animals only operate out of logic. I need to eat to survive, so I will therefore attack. Okay? So when we're in our carnal nature, in our animal mind, we're only operating out of the lower chakras. No empathy, no compassion. We're a predator. You understand? Strictly carnal nature in our logical masculine brain. But when we develop empathy and compassion, that's when we're balancing our feminine energy, and our the feminine right side of our brain is coming together and balancing with the left side logic. So now you're not a predator for survival, but now you're surviving because avenues of manifesting the life that you need and want to survive are open to you. Okay? Because you're operating out of your higher mind. You're connected more to your God self than your animal self. Your animal self is below the heart chakra. Your God self is above the heart chakra. So you have to open up your heart. How do you open your heart chakra? The same way they said to accept Jesus in your heart. You accept Jesus in your heart by accepting the ideology and the message that he gave. And the message is empathy and compassion. Okay. So that is and how do you do that? By being honest and taking accountability for how you have shown up in the world. Okay. You take accountability for your actions against others. And once you take accountability, then you forgive yourself and you forgive others. And then you start treating people the way you would want to be treated. And then when you start to self-reflect, you don't project onto others. When bad things happen to you, you know you have sin and karma that you have to burn off from your past misdeeds. Okay. So you're not going to become victim mentality and project onto others. You're going to reflect instead, and you're going to pay back your karma while staying in the vibration of empathy, compassion, and love. Okay. Okay. So my phone now is acting up. So I can't get a signal so I can make sure y'all can hear me. Give me a minute. Okay. So I felt like I should just say that real quick. Because I know some people, they get triggered by the chakras. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I grew up in the Christian faith, and I was triggered by the mention of chakras because I remember hearing people in church say, it's the new age, it's new age. That new age stuff is the devil. New age is the devil. No, 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 baby. Jesus was talking about the new age. The things that the concepts that Jesus was talking about, getting in alignment by getting your heart in love, will cause you to become God, because know ye not ye are gods, and the miracles I perform, ye shall perform and do even greater things. And he was trying to explain you don't have to do blood sacrifice anymore to the spirits roaming on this earthly realm for protection, for your crops to grow, because before that's how your village was protected. Before that's how the babies in your village were born healthy. You know, you would get blessings from the spirits of the earth. Okay. And you give blood sacrifices for protection, for healthy crops and stuff like that. But Jesus introduced the new age, and the new age was getting your chakras in alignment through love, empathy, and compassion. Inserting empathy and compassion in every single school of thought that is aligned with every energy center in your body. And in doing that, you wouldn't have to do any more blood sacrifice. No more virgins being sacrificed. No more chickens, goats. You don't have to do that, because you can get the power to invoke whatever you want You can speak whatever you want into existence if you have the power to do it. And you access that power by getting your chakras in alignment. Okay. So let's get these names out here. They wanted me to pull some names here. This is the reason why they probably cut me off. All right. What are the names? I just remember as a child hearing a lot of older folks in church that were really afraid, and they were virtuous people in church. They thought they were doing the right thing, and I get it. They thought that they were doing the right thing, by condemning chakras. Oh, that's of the devil. That's of the devil. And, Eritrea keeps coming out. There's an Eritrean at the NSA that's been trying to get your energy for somebody. This Eritrean at the NSA, they stay in my deck. There's a couple here, a romantic couple. There are 2 or more of your family members. Oh, yeah, your uncle's been multiple people. Your uncle's been intimidating a whole lot of people. Your uncle has been intimidating a whole lot of people to go along with whatever he was trying to do, in the hopes of one day having sex with you. And if you have any daughters, you're them too. There's a grandmother figure here. Someone's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone's name might be Sarah. Okay. Somebody was a frenemy, secret hater. Okay. Let me see anything else here. All right. The FBI, CIA, and NSA is involved with the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, a tarot card reader, and your sister. All right. Now I know why they pulled the plug on me. So for somebody, there is FBI, CIA, NSA, a tarot card reader that's insecure, that's an air sign, okay, that they contracted to do work on you, okay? So this could be this Libra I'm picking up on here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. There might be an air sign, Libra. It's not you, orbital elements. Oh, sweetheart, I got a heavy Libra placement in my chart too. Don't worry, it's not you. There is a Libra tarot card reader that's insecure, that is FBI, CIA, NSA, that works for the government. Okay. This person was doing death spells on whoever you are, trying to take your ass out of here. For somebody, your sister was involved in this. Your uncle, I don't know if your uncle did something to your sister or not, but you can trust and believe something went on here. Clarify, somebody's name is Sarah, a frenemy, secret hater. Let's start with this tarot card reader. Someone is drowning in their emotions right now. Someone could have Cancer in their chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising, okay? Or someone that was supposed to try to control you. Now, they provided clarity, the Ace of Swords, okay? So somebody could have provided the truth and the clarity about what this Libra tarot card reader that's insecure, that had access to the resources of the CIA, through your uncle, the NSA, FBI, to monitor you, to hack you, to watch you, have cameras placed in and around you, so that she could do death spells and know what spells to do on you and how to do it and when to do it. Full surveillance, okay? This woman has had full surveillance of your whole life because your uncle contracted her. And that's why the Ace of Swords here. And there is a Cancer energy that Sun, Moon, or Rising that was drowning in their emotions about what this Libra was doing to you, because they were not with whatever. I'm hearing this Libra orchestrated nerve gas and energy weapons to be used on you because her spell work was not strong enough. Okay. That when they decided that they couldn't make you a prostitute and they couldn't connect you with a warlock to do spell work on you and date you, and they couldn't make you homeless, this Libra started going hard in the paint and used her connection to maybe an Eritrean in the military. This might be an Eritrean American or an Eritrean in the U.S. military. And they went hard in the paint and they with military buddies of theirs, and they got access to energy weapons and nerve gas. And because their death spells would not work on you, they started orchestrating coming in your home and setting things up in such a way where they are using energy weapons on you and nerve gas, because in conjunction with death spells 24/7. And when they started doing that, that's when this Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, protested several times. And I'm getting that this protest did not start like recently. I'm getting that this Cancer has been trying to stop them from what they were doing to you, but it was so many of them, and they were so heavily connected and invested in what they were trying to do to you. It was just so much resistance. Like imagine one person trying to go against a whole damn secret society that's with it. We don't care as long as we all get what we want. Go ahead and use that nerve gas. Go ahead and use them energy weapons, and tormenting and torching you, and off of a lie at that. Off of a lie at that. But that they were so desperate. They were so desperate to get away with it. They were willing to do whatever they had to do to win at all costs. Oh, our magic don't work? Well, maybe this nerve gas will. There's an Eritrean connected to the military, or that has access to people in the military, where they orchestrated them to use energy weapons, and they were literally trying to burn a hole in your skull. This Cancer was sick of these people. It made them sick to their stomach. They were helping them at one time, but it had something to do with magic and manipulation. But when it went to nerve gas and energy weapons being used on you to try to burn you, that's when this Cancer became sick to their stomach about what they were doing to you. Okay. Tell me about Sarah, Knight of Pentacles. You might have had a job. You might have worked at a job with somebody that could have been named Sarah. Okay. What's going on with this Sarah energy? I'm hearing jobs. They're closed emotionally right now. So you might have worked at a job where there was someone named Sarah that was connected to these people. Whoever this Sarah person is, she hated you. And she was working together with these people to gang stalk you at work. Okay. She was probably scared of your ass too. Yeah, she couldn't create the conflict at work because you were a high priestess. So you picked up, there was someone at your job named Sarah. You might not have been direct friends with this person, but this person was at that job to monitor you, do spell work on you, and to help gang stalk you. She was supposed to create some kind of conflict in your life at work. But whoever you are, you were too intuitive, and you picked up on whatever form of gang stalking they were doing at your job. They couldn't do it. Yeah. And you might have taken a risk and left the job, or in another direction or something. And now Sarah is stressed out, okay, depressed and sad. The Hermit in the reverse. All right, so Sarah is someone with low self-esteem, that's self-loathing, depressed, isolated, and now she's in a mental imprisonment about the conflict she was trying to create at her job in the past. Okay, yeah, she made somebody an offer, but now this person has pulled their energy away from doing this. You might not even be at this job anymore. Sarah might have thought she was fooling you, but you're a high priestess. I'm getting that whoever this energy, whether you knew their name was Sarah or not, you picked up on this person's stank ass energy, and you already knew what they was about. You're a high priestess, of course you knew. Okay, but with high priestesses, sometimes we don't pull out of certain things because we have divine orders to stay connected to certain people, because high priestesses that are of a high ranking, we understand divine timing and divine orders. And we understand when, even when we know it's something being orchestrated around us, we know when we're intuitively guided that something has to play out that we have to be a part of. You understand? That's why we have divine protection, because sometimes we are literally dispatched to certain locations as spiritual warriors, and we're sent to those locations because we have a meeting with somebody, a soul meeting. Okay, either to destroy that person and something they're doing, or some wickedness, or to expose somebody. And sometimes we don't even know what the mission is, but we know when our energy is tied to a situation and we're told, don't leave until we release you or give you the orders and tell you when it's time to leave. Because if you try to leave before we tell you to do, like Jonah, you're going to get swallowed by the whale. You're not going to find another job. Things aren't going to work out for you because you have something, a mission in this job at this place with whoever this soul tie is. You're here for a reason. There's something connected to you that has to play out. So I'm getting that whoever you are, you already knew who your enemies were. You intuitively could pick up on their spirit, but you understood that something connected to you had to play out. Okay. There was some connections with people at that job you had to make that were divine connections that would benefit you down the line later on. You understand? As a high priestess, you understand divine timing. Okay. Tell me about someone's sister. It's either your sister or someone else's sister here. The Emperor in the reverse. So I don't know. Your sister could be older. Your sister, this is Aries energy, but your sister could also be toxic, or this could be someone else. Okay. Your sister could be older and in some karmic distorted energy. Okay. Or an Emperor in reverse. That might even be your uncle. If this is your sister, the Emperor in the reverse could also be your uncle that could have made an offer to your sister to help them to do something to you. But fast forward to today, if this is your sister, she has walked away because it might have ruined and destroyed her whole life. Whatever your sister, if this is your sister, whatever your sister or someone's sister participated in against you, or your uncle's sister, or somebody's sister, it ruined their whole entire life. Like they got the worst karma in the world, and their whole life is falling apart right now, and they pulled their energy away from something. Anything else about this sister energy? It didn't work. Yep, working together with these people, it didn't work, and now they're trying to avoid a tower. Your sister might have worked with a Queen of Pentacles. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone is in their thoughts. Someone could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that's in their thoughts about something. What is the Seven of Wands? About someone being defensive or defending something, about getting a judgment reversed. Someone might be waiting and expecting a contact of theirs to do something, to take a risk. What is this risk? Something is risky. Someone is waiting for someone to take some kind of risk to do something. A Capricorn. Okay, so somebody is either waiting or expecting a Capricorn to take a risk and do something. What is this Capricorn going to do? Or someone was expecting a Capricorn to take a risk to do something. Okay, so somebody, it could be a water sign that was expecting a Capricorn to do something risky against you. Okay, but somebody, the Two of Cups reversed, turned down, and they were waiting to defend you. Okay, that's why the Seven of Wands was there. Okay, so there was somebody on the sideline that was waiting to defend you. Okay, because they knew that there's a Capricorn that was waiting to take a foolish risk to hurt you in some kind of a way. But somebody can't, someone they made an offer to can't recover right now with the Nine of Wands reverse. And they're turning down this Capricorn's offer. So what I'm getting is there could be a Capricorn that could be the head of a cult, a coven, or some kind of group organization. There's a Capricorn that was working together with your uncle. Maybe your uncle promised this Capricorn that they could destiny swap with you or get some of your energy. But the person that's your secret helper that's defending you, they've been waiting for this Capricorn to attack you so they could defend you. And whoever this Capricorn tried to contact to hurt you, they can't recover right now. And they had to reject this Capricorn's offer to do something to you to hurt you. So this could be a water sign that's looking out for you to block and protect you from this Capricorn that's trying to hurt you or trying to contract somebody to hurt and harm you. Tell me about this grandmother figure, please, and thank you. Tell me about this grandmother figure. There's an older woman here. Okay, maybe she's connected to your uncle. She feels defeated right now. There could be an older grandmother figure connected to an emperor, or she could be an emperor. She could be an authority figure. She could have Aries in her chart or any other sign. What about this grandmother figure? She was working together with these people. So there's an older grandmother figure that was working together with these people that's backstabbed and betrayed now, and she's in a mental imprisonment because you're aware of what they did to you. You're aware of a Libra. You're aware of her affiliation with this Libra. So there's an older woman that was working with your uncle that knows that you know that they hired and contracted a Libra tarot card reader that's insecure, that work with the CIA, FBI, NSA. I'm going to say this Libra tarot card reader that's insecure was working with the CIA, okay? That's who your uncle is affiliated with as a Mason. And the NSA, and Eritrean at the NSA, and others at the NSA that have been tracking all your moves, okay? And they're under judgment because this grandmother figure and your uncle told a lie about you with this Page of Swords reverse. They told a lie about you, and now they can't move to calmer waters. And there were other people in your family, 2 or more family members. There's a couple, a married couple in your family, and multiple people that all went along with this lie about you. And whatever it is, now your uncle is in trouble. Your uncle's in big trouble. Big trouble with the law. Your uncle, this Mason, okay? Your uncle is a Mason. I didn't pull these cards. Is there anyone else you want? Someone might be Muslim. Someone might be a Muslim Mason, okay? So somebody might be a Muslim Mason here I'm picking up on. This is your friend. Okay, you might have a friend or someone on your side that might be Muslim, that might also be a Mason, okay? They might be neighbors with someone that's Japanese, okay? Or might have some kind of affiliation with someone that's Japanese. We'll see. Your dad's side of the family. Y'all won't believe what fell on the floor, child. And I can't make it up. This Muslim Mason connected to your dad's side of the family, they are aware of this Eritrean. They know this Eritrean that had access to energy weapons, and people in the military that had energy weapons. This Eritrean thought it was funny, being connected to the U.S. military and being from Eritrea, but having the audacity to think it's funny and to take pleasure out of using an energy weapon on you. What else, Holy Spirit? A black man. Anyone else? Family reunion. Someone is dating or entertaining with their company. Somebody could have been dating someone in your family. Someone could be a judge, your aunt, an Arab. It's mighty funny. And this is you, high priest, high priestess, emperor, empress. So there could be a judge involved here. Your aunt might be involved. An Arab is involved. And Eritrean is involved. That's the person that was using the energy weapons along with that Libra tarot card reader that's insecure. It's so funny how tickled pink and Eritrean can be about using an energy weapon. If you are a U.S. citizen and you got this Eritrean that had a connection to the military, come from somewhere else, and you had the audacity to be laughing, celebrating, and think it's funny using energy weapons in the U.S. military on a United States citizen, oh baby, somebody call ICE. Somebody call ICE, please. Somebody please call ICE on this Eritrean. Tell me about this Eritrean first. Clarify this Eritrean. The Emperor reversed. This Eritrean is an older person, okay, that's toxic, in some toxic, distorted energy, okay? And they were trying to make you die quickly. They wanted you to die. But the magic, their spell work wasn't working on you. Yeah, I saw this. This is why I said quickly, because a Knight of Swords reverse came out here. Yeah, they were doing spell work for an Aquarius. I don't know if your uncle has Aquarius in their chart, but this Eritrean, oh yeah, they were doing spell work on you and it didn't work. That's why they started using an energy weapon on you, cheating. They in your community, yeah, they were making spiritual offers and using energy weapons on you because their magic wasn't strong enough. They were working with a Gemini. Okay, they were working with a Gemini. Yeah. So this Eritrean might also be Aries. They might have an Aries placement in their chart, is what I'm getting. So there might be an Eritrean with Aries in their chart, and they were working together with a Gemini. Oh, they were toasting it up, laughing, using energy weapons on whoever you are. Yeah, they work for the NSA or they have connections in the NSA. And right now they're so emotional. They're drowning in their emotions. See, this water needs to turn to ice because somebody need to call ICE right now. All this water needs to turn to ice. Yes, all this water need to turn to ice, baby. Tell me about this your aunt. The Seven of Pentacles. Your aunt thought this was a good investment for somebody. Yeah, your aunt thought someone or something was a good investment. And now something has stopped abruptly, or your aunt's complete wish fulfillment was to take you out for somebody. Somebody got an auntie that wanted them dead. But the Eight of Wands reverse. You know, it's so funny. I was talking about how I was heartbroken about the youth and about the young women that are homeless now, really young ones, babies that I know haven't had any kind of guidance at all. And sadly, the reason is because of generational curses. The generational curse is having a toxic, dysfunctional, distorted mindset. You understand? That's the curse. Because when you have dysfunctional thinking that lacks structure and discipline, you make really bad, poor decisions out of emotion and anger. And those poor decisions lead to poverty, sickness, depravity, loss. And when you train your children to think like you, then that's a generational curse because they were trained to think the same way you think. They're going to also make poor decisions. They're going to also lack structure and discipline, lack self-control, and make poor decisions. And those young girls that I'm telling you, I was in tears about, actually, that I was looking at in that guy's video he was doing on YouTube, that were in their 20s, my daughter's age, you know, that are completely lost on drugs and all of that. They're too young for that. When I tell you they are too young for that. But the thing is, why do they think the way they think? Where did that mindset come from? It came from whoever raised them, whether they were in foster care, whether it was a pimp, whether it was parents or whether it was a toxic family with a generational cursed mindset that lacks accountability, that lacks empathy and compassion, that lacks structure and discipline in their thinking and their actions, that's compulsive, that acts off of emotion, that can't regulate their emotions. These are the people that train them how to think. So, of course, just like David in the Bible cursed himself and his bloodline because he lacked discipline, he lacked empathy and compassion. David in the Bible had Uriah killed because he wanted to sleep with his wife, because David lacked impulse control. He lacked sexual control over his sexual energy. He had an ego that was out of control, okay? And he lacked structure and discipline in his ego and his sexual energy and had pride. And that lack of discipline led to a curse where the sword would never leave his bloodline. Why? Because if David thought like that, then his children would have adopted the daddy's way of thinking, and they would have made decisions that caused their lives to be cut short early. And then they would have passed off that reprobate mindset to their children until someone comes along, a generational curse breaker, that goes through accepting Christ in their heart, which is a heart chakra activation, that thinks higher, that operates out of the higher self versus the lower self. You understand? So I'm telling you, I was hurt when I was looking at these young girls because they are the result of the generational curse of a reprobate mindset that led to the decisions that they make, that put them in the situations that they're in right now. And the generational curse is not broken until the mindset is changed. You understand? So whoever this aunt of yours or anybody, whoever this is, whoever this auntie is, this auntie is a part of a generational curse. You might be the generational curse breaker in your family that has a different mindset, not out of survival, but empathy and compassion. Empathy and compassion to get whatever you need out the mud without hurting other people. To self-reflect instead of projecting onto other people and doing mental gymnastics to scapegoat accountability for your own actions. You understand? And taking control of your own life. Whoever this auntie is, she thought it was a good idea to do whatever they were doing to you. Whoever this aunt of yours is, she thought it was a good investment. She made an offer or accepted an offer. Or she might have made an offer to your uncle. And now she's the wounded warrior and your aunt can't sleep, or whoever's auntie this is, they can't sleep right now because there might be evidence of the Six of Pentacles of their interaction. Yep, there's communications either through email, through information in the court system. It's some form of Page of Swords information. The Page of Swords is talking about the evidence of back and forth interaction, the Six of Pentacles between your aunt and whoever else was involved in your family, friends, and community. And your aunt knows she's on the hook for this shit too. And your aunt is burdened right now with this 10 of Wands energy. Tell me about this Judge energy. There's a judge having a tower right now. Okay? I don't know. A judge could have the initial N, like Nancy. Why the judge having a tower right now? So there is a court situation. Why is this judge having a tower right now? Holy Divine Spirit. Because they were not, something, they didn't get what they were expecting to happen didn't happen. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. A Capricorn. The Nine of Pentacles, that single, is going broke. They were not expecting for this Capricorn to end up losing everything. This Capricorn is being broken down from a Nine of Pentacles to a Page of Pentacles. So this Capricorn that worked together with this Libra and your uncle, this Capricorn, their secret came out. And this Capricorn, if they were a Nine of Pentacles doing well financially, now this Capricorn is going down to a Page of Pentacles. Okay? And this Capricorn must have had this judge in their pocket. Yep. The Four of Wands. Were they dating someone? They couldn't backstab and betray you in your house, in your neighborhood. They got stuck in a cycle of spiritual attacks against you, just sending them back to back to back. The Eight of Wands. That Eight of Wands is talking about that Capricorn that was working with your uncle, that was dispatching spiritual attacks, death spells, and trying to even orchestrate a physical death to your house, to your home where you lay your head, your community. Back to back to back to back, quickly. But the judge, that this Capricorn, I just saw the Capricorn just now, they couldn't get away with it. Now this judge is worried because they can't move forward with something they were trying to do. Someone, the Page of Cups reverse, is trying to emotionally manipulate and gaslight somebody right now. Tell me about it. But somebody is backstabbed and betrayed. Yep, somebody is already back. Yeah, there's a King of Wands reverse. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. That's trying. What do they want from this judge? What are they gaslighting this judge about? What are they gaslighting this judge about? The Queen of Swords reverse. Okay. The five. They want to end a conflict. Their conflict. They want someone to lie about something. They want someone to let someone get away with some kind of a lie, with the Page of Cups reverse. They want to twist something up and emotionally manipulate something so that someone can get away with some kind of a lie. But this judge can't backstab and betray you because they don't have the right evidence to get away with what they're trying to do. And the judge is Two of Cups reverse. This judge is turning down their offer. And this is why they can't move to calmer waters about this lie that they're trying to get away with. That's why all they can do is magic. And they're heartbroken right now because they have clarity about what they've been orchestrating, and you have clarity. And everybody in your whole community, these people went so hard. Everybody in your whole community knows you. Every single person in your entire community. You know what I would do if I were you? If I were y'all? Because these people have no couth and leave caution to the wind. Every person that they approached in your entire community would tell them, we want y'all to continue to pay us money every week. We want a payment to buy all of our silence, or we're going to all testify against you and blackmail you. They should literally, whatever this community is that you're in, wherever this community is that you live in, every single person should be blackmailing whoever this person is with feet on the ground that made them an offer, and tell them, hey, oh, you want us to keep quiet about what you asked us to do? Now you have to pay all of us. Every week we want a payment. They should. And still do nothing to you, but now blackmail this person and force them to keep giving them money. That's what they should do. Somebody is not stuck at all. All right, Holy Divine Spirit. What is this someone you're dating or entertaining company with? And then I want to know who this Arab is. This could be a Black Arab, okay? When I say Black Arab, I'm talking about like African, more African-looking Arab versus light-skinned Arab. Y'all know what I'm talking about as far as genetics and looks are concerned. This could be a Black Arab, or this could be a lighter, more European, straight hair looking Arab, or a more African looking Arab. Okay, because I have a Black man and Arab here, or take it as it resonates. I don't know. Family reunion. Tell me about this someone you're dating or entertaining with your company. The Five of Pentacles. Someone could have Sagittarius in their chart. All right, something is balanced. Someone could be in the Five of Pentacles. Clarify, what's the Five of Pentacles? Someone could have celebrated with someone. Queen of Wands, okay. Someone could have celebrated with a Queen of Wands, and they're heartbroken that someone is not in a mental imprisonment. Clarify the Nine of Swords reverse. Nine of Swords reverse. Oh, okay. Someone is an. Okay, I got it. So what I'm getting is somebody might be trying to make somebody jealous. Somebody connected to your dad's side of the family. Maybe somebody is trying to make somebody jealous that is no longer a part of their program or no longer helping these wicked people. They might have celebrated with somebody that's broke in the Five of Pentacles or something, but they might be using this person to make this person jealous, and they're heartbroken because whoever they're trying to make jealous, they are not in a mental imprisonment at all. They're not stuck at all. Yeah, they took action with the Page of Pentacles. Ha! Y'all know a page is someone that might like be just starting out, or it could be like a low wage earner. Okay. So somebody's trying to make someone that's not on their team anymore, helping them to harm and hurt you. They're mad at them and they're trying to make them jealous, but they're trying to make them jealous with a page, some page energy. So this is a low wage earner, someone that might maybe make Ronald McDonald money, which is nothing wrong with at all. It's still a job and honest living. So somebody got Ronald McDonald employee, but maybe they dress this person up and take them on a date and they pay for everything, but they're parading this person around because they figure whoever they're trying to make jealous, they figure you don't know what this person do for a living, so you wouldn't know they work at Ronald McDonald. I'm gonna dress them up and make them look real nice, and I'm gonna take them to wherever you eating at, and I'm gonna sleep with them, and I'm gonna do this, and you don't know the person trying to list. They bought all their clothes and probably rented a car for them and put money in their pocket so it looked like they paying for their food, but they just went and picked somebody up from Ronald McDonald and cleaned them up, and they're parading them in front of whoever this person is to make them jealous. You don't have to be jealous. They just grabbed the first person they could find and hopped on their stick or whatever. They had sex with them, man or woman, whoever. This person they're having sex with is a very low wage earner that they're using to try to make you jealous. That is hilarious. Okay. Yup, I can't make it up. Yo, I cannot make this stuff up. I can't make it up. Yeah, it's a bad investment. The Seven of Pentacles reverse. The Ace of Swords in the upright means exactly what I said, exactly the way I just said it. It's exactly what I just said. Somebody went and looked for like a dusty woman or man that just maybe looked good in physical appearance, and they were like, hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. You want to go on a date with me? Here's my phone number. Call me later tonight. And you don't have clothes. You live in your car. Don't worry about it. Come with me. I'm gonna take you on a date. I'm gonna get you an outfit to wear. And they took him, if it's a man, and got him a haircut and put some new clothes on him. And then they took him to wherever you were going to be at, so that they could walk with them and hold hands and flirt with them. This is a dusty that they picked up off the street, that they dressed up and cleaned up to make you jealous. And that is the absolute truth. It's a bad investment. They're just trying to make you jealous. And it's the truth. That is hilarious. That is just pure comedy. Ciao, people don't got no sense at all. This is some funny stuff. All right, let me get a final message in here so I can come back and do another read. Ciao. Somebody trying to make somebody jealous. Oh, I didn't do that Arab. Let me pull that Arab energy. Ciao. Somebody trying to make somebody jealous. And they went and got a dusty, not a dusty, I don't know if it's a dusty, a page, Pentacle, they might have a job. They just might live in their car, but they dressed them up to take them in front of you. They probably got their hair done or got them a haircut first, cleaned them all up, make them look real nice. Like, this my new man. He gonna take care of me. Child, you know damn well you just took him shopping at the thrift store. Shut up. They got some good stuff at the thrift store. Child, what size shoe you wear? Clarify, what is this Arab energy? What is this Arab energy? Clarify, Arab. The Three of Wands reverse. Yeah, somebody didn't get what they were expecting. Okay, a death. Okay, yeah. Someone was expecting a death, yeah. So somebody could have been expecting you to die with this death energy here. They accepted, or someone could be a Scorpio, and now they're trying to avoid a tower. So either you're Arab or this could be an Arab. How's this Arab connected to all this? They're having a tower, an emperor in the reverse. Okay, so this is an older woman or man. This is Aries energy, but they can be any sign. Whoever this Arab energy is, they're having a tower right now because they were expecting you to die. Okay, the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords. They were working together with this Libra and some spiritual religious leader, or it has something to do with the court case, okay, or a marriage. Oh, okay. So this had something to do with possibly a marriage that was supposed to happen between an air sign and maybe an Aries or an Emperor in the reverse. They're upset. They were supposed to get married to somebody and be like the queen of the dam, hold some big position in some occult circle, something like that. Somebody is Arab here, but it's not going to happen now because you didn't die. Okay. All right, give me a final message, Holy Divine Spirit. Give me a final message, please, and thank you. Final message, please, and thank you. Somebody is kicking a Gemini out their energy. Yep, that's a narcissist. Yep, that made them an offer to try to reverse a judgment. Give me the final message. All right, this card fell right on my lap. Somebody's in their ego, or somebody's in the same energy about something. Or somebody's not budging, or somebody is okay about kicking someone out their energy with that Five of Pentacles reverse. Oh, okay. Somebody could be moving something else forward in their life, or somebody could be a Cancer that is okay with kicking somebody out of their life or isolating themselves from somebody. The Ten of Pentacles reverse. So it could be somebody that might have a lot of money or wealth or something. And there might be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising that is perfectly fine with kicking this person out of their energy or their life. This Cancer might be using their intuition, or they might be a high priest or high priestess. They accept something. So maybe, I don't know, someone had a friendship with someone that had a lot of money, or something, that someone that was wealthy or something like that. But somebody is okay with kicking somebody out their energy. Here they come again. I can't make it up. The Moon with the high priest or high priestess and the Chariot. They have no problem kicking this person out their energy and ending things completely. These people might have been connected to a lot of money or something like that. It's bringing an ending. They're the complete ending to someone trying to get a judgment reverse. Okay? Something is about to get balanced out. All right. So it looks like something's about to get balanced out. There's some kind of high priestess or high priest energy that has kicked some people, a jealous group. They might have kicked a jealous group out of their energy, and they are okay with this Nine of Cups here. Okay. Maybe someone in this group had a lot of money, the Ten of Pentacles reverse, but this person is balancing something out now. They have to bring a complete death and ending to trying to get a judgment over you, so that they could get you somewhere and either kill you or lock you up, or just harm or hurt you in some kind of way. You're completely innocent. This is all because of your uncle. Now, I don't know, maybe your uncle experienced some kind of trauma in his life that allowed an opening for a demonic spirit to enter that's been living in his crown chakra, in his mind, that he can't shake. But whatever the case may be, what is the overall outcome for the uncle, for this uncle? What is going to happen with this uncle energy, holy divine spirit? Your uncle's got problems. That's what the Five of Wands. Your uncle's got problems. Your uncle got a conflict that he got to handle. Your uncle is in trouble. Yep, he got a conflict right now on his hands. And it's got something to do with a lie he told in court, because something's getting balanced, right? I can't make it up. Justice over the Temperance card. You're going to get justice in court for what your uncle did. I'm QUAN Yin. Thank you for staying with me. This is love of the highest vibration. Now we are going to say our prayer, invocation, affirmation, whatever you want to call it. We saying what we want to happen. Okay, that's all. We are decreeing and declaring what we want to happen. We are commanding, matter of fact, don't play. We are commanding what we want to happen. I show gratitude right now for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude right now for the Most High God, Yeshua, Yao. I show gratitude for Christ, Jehovah. I show gratitude for strength, courage, and wisdom. I show gratitude for complete restoration, physically, energetically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, financially. I show gratitude for complete restoration. I show gratitude for the favor and the protection that comes with operating out of the heart chakra, that comes with accepting Christ ideology, that comes with being in alignment. I show gratitude for the favor and protection over my life. I show gratitude right now for earth, wind, and fire, both the elements and the group. I show gratitude for each and every planet that has been strategically placed around us with its unique frequencies and vibrations, that when we echo the vowel that resonates with that planet in the names of God that we call, it helps to get our prayer requests and affirmations granted. Oh, Holy One, the sun that sits at the head of Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, the moon, Mercury, Venus. Right now, I command every witchcraft-inspired warfare over my finances to be ceased right now in the name of Jehovah, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus. I command every witchcraft-inspired warfare over my finances. I command you to cease in the name of Jesus. I command every witchcraft-inspired warfare over my life, my relationships, my spirit, my energy. I command you to cease right now in the name of Jehovah, in the name of Christ Jehovah, in the name of Yao, Yeshua. I command you to cease right now in the name of Christ Jehovah. Jeremiah 46:17 states, "For this day the Lord God of hosts, a day of vengeance, that I may be avenged of my adversaries, and the sword shall devour them, and it shall be made satiate and made drunk with their blood. Break every bow and cut every spear. They did cry there. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is but a noise, and he hath passed the time appointed. Every enemy known and unknown, seen and unseen, fighting me right now. Expire by fire. Burst into flames right now. Expire by fire. Every enemy known and unknown right now in this village, in my energy field, in my life, in my environment right now, in earth, on the heavenly realms. Expire right now. Every pharaoh in my life, expire by fire right now. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Surely he shall deliver thee from the foulest snare and from the deadly noisome pestilence. Right now, I break every hex, curse, and spell over my life. Right now, I cancel every contract and agreement with every enchantment of witchcraft put against me in the ground, on the ground, and above the ground. Right now, I nullify and neutralize every binding contract and agreement that was attached to me in the dream state. Let it be null and void, burn to the ground to ashes and scatter in the name of Christ Jehovah. Whatsoever ye shall bind in earth is bound in the heavens, and whatsoever ye shall loose in earth is also loosed in the heavens. Right now, I bind and contain every death spell. I bind and contain every hex, every curse, every negative energy, every evil eye, every curse and hex and bewitchment that was conjured, spoken against me, every chanting of witchcraft against me and against my progress and against my child and my home and my family. I bind and contain every death spell right now on every plane through every energy body, and I decree and declare, I command you to return directly back to the sender tenfold. Abracadabra. I return all spell work back to the sender right now. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. I return all spell work back to the sender. I return every hex back to the sender. I return every curse. I split and remove the tongue of my cursor right now. I return every death spell back to the sender tenfold. Abracadabra. Let the lying lips be put to silence right now, which speak grievous things, proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Silence the tongue right now of every campaign of calamity against me. Silence the tongue right now of everyone chanting witchcraft against me. Every war strike, every scorch of tongue, every war caused by tongue of man against me, be silent in the name of Christ, Jehovah. Silence! Silence, I command you. I decree and declare, I command you to be silent. Every witch and warlock chanting witchcraft against me right now, be silent. Silence right now. I command you to be silent. Be silent right now. Let me not be ashamed, O Lord. I have called upon thee. Let the wicked be ashamed. Let them be silent in the grave. Whosoever will enter coffin, or sleeps with the dead, or worships the dead, or washes the dead to wage war against me, in the name of Christ, Jehovah, Yeshua, Eow, let them be silent in the grave. Let my enemies, let them be silent in the darkness. Silence in the darkness. My enemies shall be silent in the darkness. I command every lying, chanting tongue to be tied, knotted, binded, and bounded right now on every plane through every energy body. Whatsoever I bind in earth is bound in the heavens. Right now, I bind, tie in a knot, and bound every lying, chanting tongue, chanting witchcraft against me in earth and on the heavenly realms. Right now, I bind every tongue chanting and speaking witchcraft against me. I bind your tongue in earth, and I bind your tongue on the heavenly realms. Let every witch and warlock astral projecting to me in my environment right now. Right now, I hawk your horse and I split your tendons so you can be immobilized. Right now, I command every witch and warlock astral projecting in my environment. I command your silver cord to be cut off by my ancestors, by my guides, ascended masters. Right now, let my angels and ancestors cut off their sea backwards, cause their airplane and Merkaba to crash, malfunction, and cause their death right now. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Let them that love it eat the fruit thereof. Let death seize upon them and let them go straight into hell, for they have no changes. Therefore, they fear not God. Right now, let every witch and warlock flying or crawling in my environment fall down and die. Break, bend, and twist every wing. Burn their chariots with fire. Cause their witchcraft birds' wings to break in motion right now. Let them fall out the sky and die instantly. Let their wings break, causing them to crash and die right now. Let the enemies of my progress be openly disgraced right now. Let the enemies of my children or my child, let them be openly disgraced right now. Let every witchcraft cult or coven flying against my destiny fall out the sky and be disgraced and exposed right now. Let Gary Spencer Moore be disgraced and exposed and shamed right now. As they take off, they shall crash. Whosoever is flying for my sake in the name of Christ, Jehovah, let them crash land, scrape their ass and die right now. Whosoever is flying as an evil witchcraft bird or crawling on the ground as a fly, a lizard, a bug, any form of monitoring spirit, let them die right now. As a witchcraft bird against my soul, as a fly, as a gnat, as a cat, as a lizard, let them die right now. Let them die right now. In the name of Christ, Jehovah, let them die right now. Right now, I show gratitude for this day and for this afternoon and for this night. Right now, I bind every contrary spirit by the fire of my Kundalini violet flame. That is my Holy Spirit. My Holy Spirit. That I invoke with my holy words. Kadus, kadus, kadus. Kadus, kadus, kadus. Kadus, kadus, kadus. Abatachin hoy, besamai mitano, samiyi kadis, mangista tinta, fakadit, besamai, in the hornet, in the huba madar to whom. Yalet and jedachin and sitanzade. Badela chinanem yiker berlin inya yabadelunin yiker and deminel. What a fatanam at tagban kukafudulu Adeninji, Mangis Yantanatana, Hylim, Mizganam, Leatherle Alamu, Amen. Bopsum, Bopsum, Memphis Kadusum, and Amlak, Amen. Bopsum, Bopsum, Memphis Kadusum, and Amlak, Amen. Bopsum, Bopsum, Memphis Kadusum, and Amlak, Amen. Let blessings overtake me and my collective of the highest vibration of love right now in our households today, this afternoon, and tonight. I command every meeting arranged right now in order to frustrate our day and our evening to catch fire and scatter right now. I command every witchcraft gathering in the covens of my village, my residence, my ministry, my business, my community, my neighborhood, my workplace, every projected ill will, evil eye, negative energy, every hex and curse. I command you to burst into flames and scatter right now. Catch fire right now in the name of Yahweh, Yeshua, the Most High God. Let every power using the night or the day, the moon or the sun, to steal from me and my collective of the highest vibration of love or our household, let it be destroyed by fire right now on every plane, through every energy body. Right now, by the fire of my Holy Spirit, which is that Kundalini violet flame that raises up inside of me. Let every satanic activity against me in my household be destroyed by holy fire right now. Powers of the night troubling my dreams, I command you to expire right now in the name of Yahweh, Yeshua, the Most High God. Wickedness of the day or the night assigned against my life, expire and go away forever right now and never return by fire of the Holy Spirit. Let the holy ones of Yeshua fight for me today and fight for me tonight. Ancestors and guides of the highest vibration of love, ascended masters, Holy Divine Spirit, take over right now. Right now, I take authority over every territorial demon. Jeremiah 30:16 states, all who devour you shall be devoured. All thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee, they shall be a spoil. And they that prey upon thee, I will give for a prey. Let the Lion of Judah arise and devour all they that want to devour me today and tonight. And let them be destroyed right now. Let my adversaries, let them be their own captors right now. Every power searching for my face in a demonic mirror, your time is up right now. Catch fire and burst and break into a million pieces. Burn the ashes to the ground and scatter and go blind right now. Scatter. I cover myself and my child and my collective of the highest vibration of love and our households today and tonight with the holy ring of fire, that sacred seal of protection to engulf and encircle around us from the crown of our heads to the sole of our feet. And I command you to dispel and repel all negative energy, every hex and curse sent our way off in another direction continuously throughout this day and night. Psalm 91:5, it states, first, let no power trouble us, for we in our bodies, we have the mark of Yeshua. Psalm 91:5 states, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Yeshua, most high God, you are the glory and the lifter of my crown. Therefore, any other demonic power that wants to outshine my glory, be destroyed by fire right now in the mighty name of Yeshua, the most high God. Every gathering of darkness against me and my household in the day or the night, I command you to burst into flames, burn the ashes to the ground, and scatter right now by the power of the Holy Spirit right now. As daylight breaks forth and as the night when the sun sets comes, so too let my testimony break forth. Take away from my life every event of sorrow and bad news. Take away every event of tears. I decree and declare that I shall not mourn. I shall not weep. I shall not suffer loss. I shall not see demotion. I shall not see shame. I shall not see defeat. And I shall never beg to eat. It is well with me and my household and my soul in the mighty name of Yeshua, the most high God that abides in me as a Christ child. I thank you for granting my prayer. I thank you for accepting my invocation, my affirmation. You will do even more than I ask in the mighty name of Yeshua. I now close every portal and sever every energetic cord that no longer serves me. And I fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain, from hex and from bind, from spell and chain. I reclaim my power, whole and sane. Through ancestral lines, I now ascend. All wounds and shadows I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free. It is protected by divine decree, by earth, by fire, by air, and by sea. I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be, mote it be, so shall it be. Ashe. Guys, you know I love you so very, very, very much. Hopefully, I'll be able to start increasing as this warfare dies down. The amount of readings, the frequency of my readings. I have a lot of disruptions because I'm dealing with spiritual warfare and battles as well, as many of you are too. Okay, just stay busy, stay active. You know. Energy flows wherever the mind goes. So the important thing is every day to have a focus, a positive one. And if someone does something to block you in one area of your life, then find something else that you need to take care of or that you need to do. If you're trying to do something in your life that's important and it requires some kind of focus, and you start becoming spiritually attacked, then what you need to do is move that energy around and find something else to do that you know you need to do, but that requires a lot of physical activity, a lot of lifting, moving around, sweeping or cleaning, something that's going to require you to move around a lot, okay? Because one of the ways that you can clear energy and fight witchcraft is by staying very active physically, moving around a lot, okay? So if you are doing something that requires a lot of focus, like some of you all that are really spiritually dangerous to these demons, they will target you when you're balancing your checkbook or bank account, when you're trying to handle your business. They'll start sending crown chakra attacks. When you're trying to, if you're trying to leave a job, when you're trying to focus on something that requires you to read or study, that's when they'll attack you with witchcraft. What you do is don't worry, because they have to sleep too. Just stop doing that and get up and start doing something else. That way, you're constantly achieving your goals and completing missions that you have. Always have 5 or more things that you know you need to work on at the same time. So, anytime somebody tries to slow you down or create a blockage in one area of your life, okay, fine. I have been meaning to clean my floors. I've been meaning to wash all my comforters in my house, or I've needed to go outside and take care of this, that, and the other. You just find something that requires physical activity that you know you've needed to do for a long time, and go do it and put all your energy into it. And that's one way of dealing with witchcraft attack. Okay. There are other ways too, plenty others, but I can't tell all my secrets. But nonetheless, you know, energy goes wherever the mind flows, energy goes. And just make sure you always have a focus. And when they try to throw your focus off, just focus on something else that you can do that's physical. Okay. That's important for somebody to know, because I know that a lot of you all are being attacked by people that want to take your lives. And it's not them, it's an invasion. It's a archonic, demonic invasion that they were planning for a long time. And right now is the time that they're invading. And they're invading through all of the low vibrational people they created through mass programming, by controlling television programming, by controlling music, and all of the faculties that can control the masses. Okay. And now I know everyone didn't let their children listen to that music. Everyone didn't let their children be educated in the institutional systems connected to Babylon. I know everyone didn't do it, but the masses did. You understand? The masses did allow their children to be programmed by the television shows, by the music, and all of the things that influence the young people, and the popular culture. Okay. And the role models. Okay. They swapped all the role models out for very low vibrational idiots running around looking stupid with their pants around their ankles, and glamorizing shallow connections, relationships, quick money, short lifespan, violence, toxicity, forget about love, promoting promiscuity, and shutting and locking everybody down here. The invasion that they've been planning since back in the 60s to dumb down the population, this is the invasion right here. They invaded all of the humans, the new children, the new generations that grew up during this time when they were dumbing everyone down by replacing role models, positive ones, with negative ones, by replacing music with the messages to lower the vibration and consciousness, and locking everybody out of the heart chakra, meaningful relationships with people that really care, not being emotionally codependent, but developing confidence that comes from having a healthy, balanced personality, and developing and knowing what your purpose in life is. All these things, when you are operating out of your heart chakra and above, you develop a healthy personality, you emotionally mature. They locked all of our children, or tried to lock the masses of the young people, in the lower chakras, where everything they believe has value is shallow and superficial things connected to sex and materialistic things. And even their connections are not real. Nobody has real friends that they genuinely love and care for. Nobody makes healthy connections with people anymore. They're locked down here. Okay. And that's what I was talking about. I was heartbroken when I was watching this man's video, interviewing these young girls specifically, and they kept shouting at him in the comments about Kevin Samuels, winter is here, and us men, we just don't care. We don't care. It's more easy access to sex. Now they're going to have sex from McDonald's meal. And it's just not funny. I don't find it funny at all. And you cannot be an older man and find that hilarious when you see a 20-year-old, a 18 or 7, those are babies. Some of y'all grown asses are saying that because they hard headed and no, this was something that was orchestrated. This was a lack of guidance. This was a broken family structure. This is cursed bloodlines where a mindset was passed on that caused the parents to make bad decisions, that was adopted by the children that are now in their 20s that are making these bad decisions. Not only bad decisions, these children were abused psychologically, sexually, emotionally, in all kind of ways to lock them down here so that this would be open doors and portals for this invasion. And now you have all these archonic demonic spirits that have walked right through these open doors, and they're able to carry out all kind of demonic destructive plans upon the earth because all the doors are open of the masses. Some of us are that are being attacked, we're light workers. We're real light workers of the Christ consciousness and energy. But the masses are damaged goods. They are damaged people that have wide open portals that these demonic spirits literally can body hop and pass right through. That's why when you go in certain environments where it's toxicity, everybody picks up on your energy and looks at you. Everybody instantly is alerted to your presence because you are of the Christ consciousness. And all these a lot of the masses of these younger people are carrying demonic spirits. And these demonic spirits instantly feel your energy. You understand? That's why when you turn on the news in Babylon, which is the United States, that's why when you turn on the news, every single day a man shot a 7-year-old daughter and the mother because he was sick of them both. Or the woman shot her daughter, or the daughter shot her parents, or the 11-year-old raped a 90-year-old, or yeah, every single day in the news, every single day, you know, and it damn near broke my spirit to see these young girls, you know, like I said, literally high while they're doing the interview, but they're so young. They literally so young, and you know it was misguidance. You know, if they knew better, they would do better. When we run into some of them, us older people that are of the light, if they're willing, if they are willing to listen, and you can tell them something that might help them, you know, remember, you know, they're babies. I don't care what they doing out here and what they look like. I ain't say let them in your house, but just remember, these are babies that were put on these paths through orchestration similar to the reading I did by greedy elders that only care about themselves and financial gain. Some of these young people are really, really victims. They're the age of my daughter, and some of them are the preteen, the age of my niece. And they have nasty uncles, nasty aunties, and nasty people in their community that have been watching them since they were children, trying to figure how they could damage them and set them up in situations that would guarantee they'd be able to use that younger person's energy as they got older. They'd be able to damage them enough to recruit them and talk them into doing anything, even prostitution. You know, everybody did not escape these traps. Guys, we got to pray. I'm Kuan Yin, and this is I Have. No, it's not. This is love of the highest vibration. I'll see you guys in a little bit.